Warzone Morloc 40k brings you a brand new Blood of Baal Tyranids vs Blood Angels Warhammer 40,000 battle report. Chapter approved 2019 mission, Scorched Earth. Welcome back to Warzone Morloc 40k, the home of fully painted, narrative and ITC driven 40k games. Today's match is going to be a narrative themed game between High Fleet Viennetta Dave, say hello Dave,
hi,
wearing his summer hat, versus Blood Angels David, who this time decided to make it into shot. Dave's made it in frame. Welcome, he's right there, you can see his whole face. He is a real person, not just a voice. He's rocking a wonderful second edition Blood Angels, all metal, pretty much models. They're a feast for the eyes against Dave's mint choc chip goodness. Dave, thank you for coming back. Thank you for wearing your festive hat. So if anyone's watching this about 3 months down the line,
it was Christmas.
It was Christmas once. We're playing chapter approved 2019 missions. Which mission are we playing, Dave?
We are playing Scorched Earth.
Oh, talk to me about Scorched Earth.
Tell me.
So Scorched Earth has been brought back to life in Chapter Approved 2019, and so we place 6 objective markers. It's very similar to the Crusade mission that we played, Death Guard vs Void Stalkers.
Yeah, recently. We saw that last time. It was a good mission.
And except this one has a little bit of a twist, where if you take the objective marker in an opponent's deployment zone, rather than try and hold it, you can just raise it, which destroys the objective marker for future turns, but you get 3 points straight away.
That's completely off the chain.
Wow.
It's out of control. The usual secondaries applying: Slay the Warlord, First Strike and Line Breaker. All the points costs are going to be the new Chapter Approved 2019, which we actually have a copy of this time.
Yep.
It's just out of shot, but we're not going to showcase it. Dave, have you got a naff joke that you're going to ruin our day with?
Yeah, so this is a bit classic.
Hang on a minute. Hashtag welcome back Dave's terrible joke. Carry on.
What do Chaos Space Marines eat for breakfast?
I don't know. What do Chaos Space Marines eat for breakfast?
Cornflakes.
Dave, you are now banned from the war zone. Get out of my house. 1500 point Warhammer 40,000 battle report. Let's do it.
This is my 1465 Blood Angel army, consisting of a captain with a Thunderhammer and a Storm Shield, and he's got the speed of the Primarch, and his relic is the Angel's Wing. Obviously he's my Warlord. Next to him we've got the Chaplain, obviously with his litanies of faith, a Catechism of Fire. He's armed with a plasma pistol. And going on to Librarian Dreadnought, I'm going to play the Armory of Baal for one relic, for one command point, and give him the Biomantic Sarcophagus. And his Librarian powers are Quickening and Wings of Sanguinius. After that, we're on to the 2 Scout Squads. Scout Squad 1, which is 5 Scouts, 4 with Bolter and 1 with a Missile Launcher. And then the second Scout Squad, which is 4 with Sniper Rifles and 1 with a Missile Launcher. And then we go to the Tactical Squad, which is consists of 4 Marines, obviously 1 a Sergeant and a Las Cannon. After that, we go on to our elites, which are the Death Company, which are 5 Marines, 2 with Thunderhammers and 3 with chainswords and bolt pistols. After that, we go on to the Devastators. So we've got the first Devastator squad. Now I've just run out of a figure there for the las cannon. So the guy with the bolter is a las cannon, so it consists of a sergeant and 4 las cannons. The sergeant's got the cherub as well. Then we've got the second Devastator squad, which is once again consists of a sergeant and 4 heavy bolters. The bolter marine at the end there is actually a heavy bolter. It's a new version of it, scaled down version. And then I've got the 2 flyers at the back, consisting of the Storm Raven with Storm Strike missile launcher, twin las cannon and twin multi-melter and hurricane bolters, and also the Storm Titan beside it with the Skyhammer missile launchers and twin assault cannons.
So this is 1,500 points of High Fleet Viennetta.
Yummy.
Yeah, we are starting. We've got 2 detachments, so we've got a battalion and a spearhead. So making up the spearhead, I'll start with that first, is the Swarm Lord, making his debut today for High Fleet Viennetta. He is looking after the Exocrine and Carnifex and Trigon Prime. And they've all been pretty much buffed up. So the Carnifex has got adrenal gland, he's got spore cysts, toxin sacs and tusks, as well as his 2 monstrous scything talons. And the Trigon Prime, he's also got an adrenal gland and toxin sacs, massive scything talons, biostatic rattle on there. The psychic powers of the Swarm Lord, he's got onslaught and the horror. So next up is the battalion. The HQ's leading that is the Brood Lord and the Trigon Prime. And the Trigon Prime has got a Death Spitter and 2 sets of scything talons there, or 1 set of scything talons. Also in that battalion is the Lictor, just on the left hand side. So obviously with Blood of Baal we've got here a nice little stratagem to use. So we'll see if we can work that into the battle somehow. And the 3 tubes choices, which are all at the front. So we've got 20 termagants. They are modelled with Devourers. They're armed with Devourers. They're modelled with Flesh Borers. In the middle we've got Tyranid Warriors. So that's 6 there, all with Death Spitters, and a mixture of 4 sets of Scything Talons and 2 sets of Bone Swords, and a model there with a set of Bone Swords and a Venom Cannon. On the right hand side is 20 Gene Stealers, standard fare. So that is my army. That is 9 command points. I'm going to spend 1 at the beginning of the game because I'm going to take the new High Fleet physiologies over the Warlord trait. So I'll explain that in the battle. Right, so we rolled off. I won the roll and chose to be the attacker, which means that David and Blood Angels got to choose deployment type and zone. So we went for Dawn of War, and then I got to choose whether I want to go first or second, which I'm going to go first.
Indeed, you are.
So we placed all the objective markers.
Let's have a look at the numbers. So objective number 1,
Bang in the middle. Yep.
Number 2, middle of the board.
No man's land.
Number 3 is over here in this corner, held by some Blood Angels. Number 4.
Number 4 is just there by that bit of nice shrubbery.
Yeah. Number 5 is tucked away in the bushes over here. We all like to hide in the bushes. And number 6 is in the corner there.
So we've got 2 objectives in the middle of the board on this side.
Yeah.
And then actually 4 in this sort of half in our own deployment zone.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah, so the board's actually quite condensed.
Yeah, there's a lot of line of sight blocking terrain, as you can see along here. So deployment wise, you deployed first as the attacker.
Yep.
So let's have a look at where your units are.
Yeah, so I've put my Exocrine because I don't want him to move on number 4.
Yeah.
And I know I'm struggling for a choice of unit that can sit on an objective, but I've gone with the Tyranid Warriors and the Prime, hopefully giving them some cover benefit eventually. The main thrust down the middle, Gene Stealers, Brood Lord, Swarm Lord, and I've left the Carnifex over here on his own, seeing if he can take number 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
And on this side, the Blood Angels, how are we deployed?
We got the Devastator unit with heavy bolters and a squad of scout with bolters and missile launcher out of line of sight, hiding behind them and holding objective 3 there.
Yeah.
We've got the tactical squad holding objective 5.
Yeah, looking out for anyone coming from above.
Yeah. Wobbly model syndrome.
Yeah.
Scout snipers.
He's just fallen down there. Wobbly model syndrome. He is positioned. Thusly, nailed it.
And then over here we got the other squad of Devastators, the Librarian Dreadnought, Storm Raven, and Storm Talon gunships, all sort of looking to do whatever they have to do.
High Fleet Viennetta, we've broken away from High Fleet Gorgon and going and doing our own thing.
Yeah.
So
with the new rules from
Blood of Baal.
Ah.
Yeah. So High Fleet adaptations for High Fleet Viennetta. So because I've got a number of multi-wound models, of which the Trigon is off the board, Lictor's off the board, Termagants are off the board because they're all in reserve. I've chosen to go with Metamorphic Regrowth, which gives every model in the army regains 1 lost wound at the start of my turn.
Nice.
And the other thing I've gone for is Senses of the Outer Dark. So that basically gives you a 4+ feel no pain roll on Overwatch.
Oh, that's a bit tasty, that.
Yeah, so hopefully I should be a lot more survivable if I'm overwatching these las cannons and
indeed
other things.
Let's see if that plays off.
Yeah, and also instead of the Warlord trait, I've also gone with the Adaptive Physiologies. So I get to choose 1 and then pay a command point for another one, which I've done. So I've got here Murderous Size, which is on the Trigon Prime. So that means he's
off the board.
He's off the board.
Okay. So we'll just aim the camera there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he'll be somewhere. He's underground.
Yeah. So what does that do?
So he adds 1 to his strength and damage of his talons, and he also increases the armor penetration by 1 as well. So he is going to be absolutely lethal because it makes him a strength 8.
Get nervous. Get nervous.
So that basically takes him to on a standard marine, 2s to wound, AP -4, so you don't get a save. If it's on anything big, it's a 4 damage per go. And the other one, for spending a command point of Progeny of the Hive Mind, I'm spending that on Dermic Symbiosis, which gives another monster model, the Exocrine, a 5+ invuln, and you count his wounds that he's got remaining as double for the purposes of any table.
Very resilient.
So the bio artifacts. So I'm going to go with Pathogenesis, which is a new one, on the Exocrine. So adds 8 inch to the range of his weapon. In addition, if he fires Overwatch or normally, I can reroll a single hit and wound roll each turn.
Wouldn't we all love to add that sort of...
So it sounds really good. Let's see it work. Arachnocyte Gland. So that's again on the Trigon Prime. It basically replaces his adrenal gland that he's got, and it means when he does a charge roll, instead of adding 1, which is the normal adrenal gland thing, I roll an extra d6. So I roll 3 d6 on the charge, discard the lowest. But you still add 1 if you advance.
I anticipate your army is going to be in the grill of the Blood Angels, pretty sharpish. So it'll be the attackers to go first, is that right? Unless the initiative can be seized.
No, I'm not going to try.
No, not even trying.
No,
gone defensive.
Okay.
All that's left to do is a gentlemanly handshake at the start of the game. Bully.
Bully,
bully, everyone. Here we go. Tyranid, turn 1.
Carnifex. I rolled a good roll on the advance, but he moved up on that objective, but was in line of sight of all those las cannons. So I've paid the command points to use Metabolic Overdrive, which means he can move again.
You've got him out of line of sight of them, boys.
Yeah, and just on the edge of 3 inches, right on the edge. But it cost me a wound as I rolled a 1 on his test.
Yeah, 1 mortal wound lost, but how many have you saved from being shot with las cannons?
Yeah. Well, with his Spore Cysts, he's -1 to hit, so if you have to move those heavy weapons, that's -2 to hit on all those to get a bead on him. So
Wisdom from Dave.
Yep, down the middle of the board. So Broodlord got a strong advance, moved up 14 inches. Swarmlord just behind him. Gene Stealers, I rolled an advance on those and they are just within range of that inch. But I've still got a move to make from the Swarmlord's ability in the shooting phase. So I'm looking to swarm around that objective 1.
Awesome. Over here.
Yep, Tyranid warriors, the ones that were just at the back, have just moved up, which was just at the front of the deployment zone.
Sure.
So they've now, that's pretty well held.
And the huge, thick purple length hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, he's just he's a little bit shy. He's a little bit shy, and yeah, shy, both shy, and he stood where he is.
Awesome.
Yep. So Broodlord cast Catalyst on himself.
Yes.
Now that went off. Swarmlord cast the Horror on the snipers.
It went off.
It went off, but I rolled a 12, so he perils and suffered 1 mortal wound.
Indeed.
He also got off was it Smite?
Smite Smite went off and killed a sniper scout.
Yes.
Anything else that went off?
Nope, that's it. I start off with the Hive Commander ability of the Swarmlord, using it on the Gene Stealers, so it basically gives them a move and an advance during my shooting phase.
For which you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2 for the advance.
Giving them a 10-inch move
in
the shooting phase is disgusting. And that is where they've all ended up. They've all piled in the movement. It looks rank. Imperial position overrun.
Firing with pretty much the only gun in range, which is the Exocrine. So with his Pathogenesis relic, bio artifact, he gets a 44-inch range.
And you're targeting
those Space Marines there.
In the bushes?
In the bushes, yeah. So that unit that's basically holding objective 5.
Indeed.
So he hasn't moved, so he gets to shoot twice, and I get to add 1 to my hit roll. So that's 6 shots for the first round of fire, hitting on 3s. I get to re-roll a hit roll and a wound roll every turn because of the pathogenesis. It didn't work.
Just show everyone what a 6 looks like on that dice quickly before we get complaints. It's Warzone Morloc, not a 1, it's a 6.
It's the big one. That's the difference.
Notice the difference. Awesome.
So 4 hits, it's the strength 7, so now wounding on 3s. 3 wounds, getting to re-roll 1 of the wound rolls. It's a 2. So that's 3 that get through, with a +1 for your cover save, Dave. So it's a AP -3 weapon, so that would put you on a 6 normally, but now you're on a 5.
5 to save it, Dave. Can it be done? The lights are bright. It's a 4,
3
and a 1.
So that's 3 dead Marines. Same target again on that unit.
Shooting at the tactical squad. Let's see if we can get it done.
Yeah, so hitting on 3s. Okay, it's a couple of misses there, re-rolling 1 of them. So that's 5 hits. Now wounding on 3s. Re-rolling 1. Okay, so that's 5 saves, Dave. You're looking for a 5+.
No.
Well, there's a couple.
But
not enough.
Not good enough. Let's take these off.
The tactical Marines have been annihilated there. First strike.
1 victory point.
Oh, is that a lovely new limited edition points tracker? Amazing. So with all the shooting complete, there's no charges to go off, no morale to be taken. It's 1 victory point to 0 at the moment, with the Blood Angels going in to their turn 1.
So the Las Cannon Devastator squad's moved over to get a line of sight on the Tyranids.
Yeah, no choice there.
Librarian Dreadnoughts moved over. I'm looking at him possibly getting a charge in as well.
Indeed.
Storm Raven and Storm Talons have crept forward just to get a little bit closer, and also keep out of line of sight of the big gun at the back.
Exocrine,
Scout snipers have stayed still.
Now we did debate whether they should move back or not, but we thought they're going to get chomped anyway, so we might as well get some shots off.
And then the heavy bolt with Devastator squad and scouts with bolters have moved around the corner here to get a line of sight on the Tyranid guard.
Tyranid warriors, yeah. Got a couple of powers off with the Psychic Librarian, Dave.
Yeah, first off I started off with the standard Wings of Sanguinius on the Librarian Dreadnought.
Which allowed him to move again.
Which gave him a 12-inch movement. And then I rolled a 6 for a quickening, which is a fail because I needed 7.
Yes.
But because I've given him the Relic of Baal, the Biomantic Sarcophagus.
Biomantic Sarcophagus, perfect for the Blood Angels Psychic Librarian.
It allowed him to re-roll 1 of the dice, which I re-rolled the 2 into a 4, making 8. So quickening went off as well.
So he will have D3 extra attacks in the fight phase. Okay, so first up to shoot are going to be the heavy bolters. They're going to be shooting at the Tyranid warriors over in the cover over there.
So we're going to have 3 of them shooting.
Yeah, because the sergeant's going to be using his signum.
Yep, to tell one of them to aim steady.
Yeah, so because of them, because they've moved, they'll be normally forced to hit, but 3 of the shots from one heavy bolter guy will be hitting on 3s. So it's 2 have gone through.
Hits.
So do you want to resolve them?
And the rest?
The rest hitting on 4s.
Not bad.
Dave, okay.
So wounding on 3s. Because we're in cover, we get add 1, so normally a 3, but with the Devastator Doctrine.
Yeah, Devastator Doctrine in place.
So looking for 5s. So that's 3 there, saved. And 4 go through, which kills 1 and leaves 1 on 1 wound.
Good shooting, David.
So
next up to fire is going to be the Blood Angels missile launcher for the scout squad at the same target. Hitting on a 4, misses. That's a shame. 2 more scouts have shot their bolters, but missed. Next up to shoot are going to be the sniper squad, who have been cast to horror.
Okay, the snipers are going to shoot at the Broodlord, and the missile launcher's going to shoot at the Carnifex.
Nice. Okay, what should we do first?
We're going to do the snipers, and they'll be hitting on a
4s because of the horror.
Because of the horrors. And that's 3
You've only
hits.
gone and nailed it.
Oh.
5s to wound.
5s to wound, yep.
Any 6s do a mortal wound immediately.
Oh, that's handy. Plus the damage it would have normally caused.
And the damage it normally causes as well.
Okay,
So for the mortal wound, I get my catalyst save on a 5+. No, so he does take that wound.
Yeah.
And he has a 5+ invuln as his normal save for the normal damage, which is saved.
Loses a wound.
Yep.
So the missile launcher fired his missile through the gap there, but it hit, but did not wound. Next up to shoot is the Storm Raven gunship.
2 Storm Strike missile launchers, the multi-melters and the Twin Lads cannons all at the Hive Tyrant.
Yeah.
And then the Hurricane bolters at the Gene Stealers.
Okay, so what weapon are we shooting first?
Storm Strike missile launchers, hitting on 3s.
1 hit.
I'll command re-roll that one.
Okie doke. Down command point for... Oh, another 6. You've done well. 3s to wound. You've already used the reroll, so just 1 gone through.
Okay, he has a standard 4+ invuln, which he makes.
Okay, the 2 multi-melters are going to shoot next at the same target.
1 hit, 1 miss.
3s again.
It's a wound.
4+ invuln save. Fails.
2d6 and pick the highest dice.
Well, that'll be a 6 then,
then.
Dave. Rocking.
Okay.
6 wounds. Teetering on the edge of greatness at the moment. The twin last cannons are going to be shooting next.
2 hits.
2 solid hits. 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
1's gone through.
Looking for 4+ invuln.
Oh, the invuln tanks it. Right, Hurricane bolters shooting next. We're looking at 12 shots into the Gene Stealers. Looking for
4s to wound.
Okay, so they're in cover, so they actually get +1 to the save. So I'm looking for 4s. Makes 1, so 1 dies.
so 1 Gene Stealer from the back. Get off.
Storm Talon with its missile launch will shoot at the Hive Tyrant.
Swarm Lord.
Swarm
Swarm
Lord.
Lord, sorry. And the the assault cannon will shoot at the Gene Stealers again.
Awesome. What are we going to shoot first?
The missile launcher.
Let's go. What do you need to hit?
3s to hit.
Yeah.
And only getting 1 hit.
1 hit. Let's go.
It's not a wound.
Doesn't wound. Next guns. Next up, the whirly machine guns at the Gene Stealers.
Again.
Wounding on 3s. I think this is their heavy weapons, aren't they? So with the AP -2, I'm on through my 5+ invuln. That makes 2.
No. 2 more Gene
2 more
Stealers
down.
die. Next up to fire is the last cannons towards the Carnifex. Now we have got a signum, so
Yep.
we'll call it this dude's. Yeah?
Yep.
It's
And
1 shot.
that's a miss.
It's an absolute miss.
And then the other 3. And that's 2 hits.
2 hits.
So it's -1 because of his spore cyst, so the -1 because they moved.
Oh yes,
So that
indeed.
means you're
So
hitting on
4 and
5s.
Yeah, so they've all missed. Tragedy in the war zone. Okay, so we're into the fight phase now after the Dreadnought fired at Storm Bolter to no effect. What are we going to charge first?
Librarian into
Librarian, here we go. What are we looking for?
Anything but a 2, really.
Yeah. Any Overwatch from the monstrous creature?
No, Carnifex is no.
So he's straight in. So because of the psychic power, we've got D3 extra attacks, which we'll roll for now. For an extra 1. So here we go, the combat. 5 attacks going in because of Shock Assault plus the relic hitting on 2s.
So they're all hits?
All hits. Looking for
3s to wound.
3s to wound.
Oh, no wounds.
Oh my word.
Oh, no.
Just oh,
well,
man.
I didn't have any dice ready because I didn't think I'd get an attack.
And we're attacking her back, believe it or not.
Yep, so I've got 5 attacks for the 2 sets of monstrous scything talons, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. There's a couple in there, come on. Oh, double 1 again.
No way.
1, this is the battle of the century.
Yeah.
So I've got now 1 attack in. He is strength 6, so I guess I'm looking for a 5 to cause a wound. It's going to be tough ask.
Negative.
Fails him with a 1.
Well, that's the most pathetic combat that's ever occurred in the Warzone. Shame on you.
2 juggernauts.
Shame on you both. Shame on a plague on both your houses. So at the end of the Blood Angel's turn, there's nothing further to attack. No points scored because we failed to kill a unit, which was going to be that one. So as it stands, it's currently 1-0 to the Tyranids.
At the start of the phase, I scored 3 victory points. 1 there, 1 back here on the Exocrine, and another one under the Tyranid Swarm. So that puts me up to 4 victory points.
4-0.
So what's moved forward? Not a lot actually. The Broodlord has moved forward because I think he's got enough to take care of some of those scouts.
Indeed.
And I've left the Gene Stealers down here. But I think that will take Dave all day to clear that lot off.
Yeah.
The Swarm Lord's made a go for number 5. So Hive Commander ability
Yeah,
coming
pending.
into effect. Yeah. And I've left the Carnifex in battle with the Dreadnought as sort of a sacrificial. He's going to probably die in the next turn.
We said that last time.
I won't be so lucky again. But
dice rolling pending.
Indeed. Dice rolling pending, indeed.
Yeah, I was thinking of I've got the Trigon with its swarm and the Lictor to bring up, but I was thinking, do I bring them up over here? Trigon can probably deal with that Dreadnought, but that's worth 1 point around.
Yeah.
Whereas I've probably found a more apt
something tasty this way.
Yeah, to use. So this is the Trigon Prime. He's got all the buffs as mentioned earlier, and he's arrived with 20 Devourer toting Tyranid warrior termagants there. So yeah, spreading the targets, and the last thing to arrive is the Lictor.
Oh, hello.
Yep. So he's
From out of nowhere.
Yeah. So he's just
Randy Orton style.
popped out, as happens from time to time, and he's just on 9 inches from that unit there.
2 scouts have been smoked.
Yep, by the Swarm Lord.
Yeah.
And he tried to cast the horror on the big Storm Raven gunship.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, failed.
Didn't go off.
Didn't go off. But the Broodlord did cast Catalyst, and this time I've put it on the swarming Gene Stealers.
Okay.
Giving them all a 5+ fill name pain.
And the regen of wounds just from the previous part of the turn.
Yeah, so at the start of the turn, because of my physiology,
Yeah.
or adaptation.
Adaptation.
Everything regained 1 wound. So Swarmlord's back up to 6, Broodlord and the Carnifex are on 4 wounds, and one of these Tyranid warriors regained 1 as well.
Oh yeah.
I'll start with the Exocrine. You can't draw a line of sight to the flyers, so because of the tower.
And the bushes. Don't forget the bushes.
Make all the difference.
There was a rustle last time.
I mean, his head's under there, so he's probably a bit restricted anyway with the overhang. So,
Overhang?
we're going at these guys, and I've picked the Space Marines with the heavy weapons as the target.
the adults.
So he hasn't moved, so he gets to add 1 to his hits. So first of all, 6 shots hitting on 3s. I get to choose 1 to reroll. Don't need it.
Don't need it, Dave, do you?
Don't need it. No, wounding on 3s because it's a strength 7 weapon, and I can pick one of those to reroll. Doesn't make it, so that's 4.
4 saves, Dave.
AP -3 with no additional save. So you're looking for 4 6s, Dave.
You can do it. Done it all day. That's a negative. That is 4 dead Marines.
He gets to shoot twice, so this time I'm going to target the scouts as that's got the most units left.
Okay.
So again, looking for 3s to hit. Get to re-roll one of those, so there's 2 misses there. Nope, still 2 misses. 4 hits, so wounding on 3s for the scouts. Get to choose 1 to re-roll, so that's 4 wounds, Dave, AP -3. I'm not sure if you get an armour. Scout's armour's 4+, isn't it?
Indeed, I think that's just 3 straight through, is it not?
That's 4.
4 straight through. Just take a minute to enjoy the awesomeness that is. What's his name?
Brother Cloten.
Brother Cloten.
Always lovely.
Veteran of the Long War. Dead. Next up to fire.
Yeah, so I got 3 of the guys with Death Spitters just in range of the last scout. Down there.
There he is.
Ooh. So it's 3 shots each, normally 4s to hit, but with the prime, there he is, boost them to 3s to hit. Oh, there's little 1s in there, so 4 hits, and it's a strength 5 weapon, so wounding on 3s. So that's 4 wounds, Dave. AP's -1, so you're looking for 5+.
2. Yeah, but he is brown bread. Remove him from the table.
Okay, and the last warrior to shoot from here is the Venom Cannon, which is at the Marine. I did declare that first.
Yes, you did.
That was my plan. And looking for D3 shots for 2. Again, hitting on 3s because of the prime buff. 1 hit. This is now a strength 8 weapon, so wounding on 2s.
Wounds.
With an AP of -2, you're looking for a 5 up.
Saved it. Bit of luck for the Blood Angels. The 4 little Gribblies managed to get in range of the Devastator over there. 4 was all it needed.
Yep.
Because they have wiped him off the face of the earth.
1 got through, beat his arm.
1 got through, but 1 is all you need with a normal Marine. Okay, we're into the fight phase where the Lictor is declaring a charge against the Devastator squad here. Overwatch, boys. Not this time round. Why is that, Dave?
Yep, so from the new Blood of Baal
is that the brand new book? Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Surprise Ambush.
Surprise Ambush?
Yeah, so once a Lictor arrives, it for 1 CP, you cannot fire Overwatch against it for a turn. And also I get to add 1 to the result, so hopefully making Lictors a lot more playable. That's quite strong against a unit of Devastator.
It certainly is. So we're looking for an 8.
Yep, and there's 2 goes at this because of his Hidden Hunter ability.
6, 7, no. So you get a second go at that.
Do you reroll both? Yeah.
Presumably.
Yeah.
Oh, no way!
After all that.
Sickening.
Uh-oh.
Broodlord, charge distance of 4.
Got Overwatch first.
Yeah, you've got some Overwatch, Dave.
Diddly. Absolutely diddly.
So that's a 7.
That's a bold move.
Yeah, up he
Nom
goes.
nom 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 nom. In breaking news that will shock the world, the Broodlord has just chomped through the 2 scouts that were on the objective there.
Nom 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 nom
nom nom nom nom nom nom. Healthy protein-based breakfast for him there. Moving on.
Yep. So Carnifex, he's got 4 base attacks, +1 for having 2 sets of Siding Talons. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. So that's 2 hits, better than last time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a strength 6, so he's looking at 5s to cause a wound. Yeah,
1's gone through.
It's an AP -3, and it does 3 damage. So Dave, you've probably got an invuln save on that Dreadnought or something, have you?
No, just a straight armour save. And it's not that, so he's going to take
3 damage.
3 damage. So
Hey.
down to 5.
Down to 5 wounds. There's actually 1 more damage caused there because of the
Toxin sacks on the Carnifex.
So 1 more is caused, so he's down to 4 wounds. So the Dreadnought is attacking back now. We rolled the extra 1 that carried over from the previous
Psychic
phase. So
2 pluses to hit.
Oh,
Dave, you're rolling big.
That'll do. And then 3 pluses to wound. And this time they all wound.
Oh, no save for me.
And
What's the damage?
And 3 wounds a time.
12 wounds.
12 wounds.
Slaughtered like a mongrel. So it's the end of the Tyranids turn 2. There's no morale to take. Tyranids firmly in control of the centre of the board and in the deployment zone of the enemy. Are they going to nom some objectives? We'll find out. Blood Angels turn 2.
Devastators with lads cannons have turned on the spot, and to eye up the lictor that's just turned up.
You'll never hit him.
The chaplains come out a deep strike, which has freed up the dreadnought to move forward.
Indeed, because we're worried about scoring points next turn. That's a prudent move.
Yeah. The Storm Ravens moved over to here to get an eye of sight onto the
Swarm Lord.
The Storm Talons whizzed over to here to shoot at the Trigon.
Yes.
Trigon Prime. And over the back edge of the table, I've got my Death Company and backed up by a captain.
Smash Captain.
To wreak havoc.
Just aware we're zooming in on Dave's groin again.
Let's see behind the exocrine.
Look at it. The Blood Angels Dreadnought, how did you get on?
Well, he first rolled for Wings of Sanguinius. He passed that and got to move his 12 inches.
So it's starting to look a bit tasty.
But then Dave managed to deny my quickening that went off. So
once he was in psychic denial range. Tasty. First up to shoot is the Storm Talon. It has fired what missiles already?
The Skyhammer missile launcher.
And it has done 2 damage to the Trigon.
So he's down to 10.
Now next up to shoot are going to be its machine gun.
Twin assault cannon.
Wounding on 2s against the term and every wounded one is a dead one.
Well, that's... What's that, 9 dead?
9 dead.
Good shooting, David. Take off 9 smelly little gribblies.
Las cannons, the multi-melters and the rocket launchers will go at the
enemy Warlord.
Swarm Lord. And the Hurricane Bolters will go at the Gribblies.
First up to fire is the Storm Strike missile launchers.
And 3s to hit.
2 solid hits.
2 hits.
3s to wound.
And they're both wounds.
Oh.
And it's a -3.
So it's 4+ income for psychic barrier. Both passed with a double 6.
Double 6, Dave. Sickening.
2 lads cannons then. On 3s, 1 hits, 1 misses. And it's a wound.
4+ invuln. Fails.
D6 wounds. And he's only got 6 left.
Looking for a hot 6, Dave.
Big 6.
Oh, it's 4, but we're almost 2. There.
Finally, the multi-melters. 1 hit, 1 miss.
Looking for a 3.
And it wounds.
4+ invuln. No.
2d6, pick your lowest, and he's only got 2
wounds
wounds
left. Are we
left.
at half range on that?
Yeah, under 24, 12 inches.
Nice.
Multi-melters.
That'll do you. 6. That'll do you. There's 6. That is 1 dead unit, potentially 3 victory points saved, and a victory point earned through Slay the Warlord.
Victory!
We'll have that. Good work, David. Lastly, the Hurricane Bolters managed to strip off another 3 little smelly, horrible gribblies from over here. The Space Marines Devastator squad is targeting the Lictor, which is always -1 to hit. Because of the Signum, we've nominated 1 that will be hitting on a 3+, and the rest will be hitting on 4s. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool, let's go.
So
that's the one.
Well, that's the one that hits.
Yeah. And the other one needs looking for 4s.
And that's another hit.
So 2 have gone through. Strength 9.
Wounding on 2s.
Oh.
Only getting 1.
And he's a 4
You've got command points to spend. Are you going to consider?
Yeah, I will. Thank you. Yeah, good shout there, Bill. I'll use a
famous last words.
Come on.
Here comes another one.
No,
oh, it's another 6. So 2 have gone through.
It's only a 4-wing model when you get D6 wins.
Yeah, so I rolled 2
I think I've done you. Sold you a dud then.
5 and 2.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, no doubt you would have. You would have rolled the 2. We'll go with that. Yeah, gone. There's only 1 command point. Shoot the bloody thing! The last little bit of fire came from the Death Company and Captain towards the Exocrine, but to no effect. First unit to charge is going to be the Smash Captain against the Exocrine. We're playing a 2 command point stratagem.
Descent of Angels.
Descent of Angels.
And because he's got the Angel's Wing, there'll be no Overwatch against him.
No Overwatch because of that, so he's made it in with a strong
17.
17 inch. Well, no, obviously not, but.
Do you want to go over it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent work. Now for the rest of them.
Yeah, Death Company.
Death Company charging in.
7, not going to make it.
7 now.
Charge down here. Oh, command point re-roll.
Will the captain get it done on his own?
6.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll go for a command point re-roll.
Courage.
And it didn't work.
They always say don't do it. Now we've learned. Next up is going to be the now flying or fly keyword Dreadnought because of the wings of Sanguinius.
Yeah.
Gives it the fly keyword. Now we've had a long hard debate and there's probably going to be a rules error, so comment section, fill your boots. But our interpretation is that as it now has the fly keyword
until its next
psychic phase, it can get up here and get up in this Broodlord's grill. So Warzone Morloc executive decision made. We're going for it. We're looking for a 7, Dave.
And he gets it.
He gets it. Game on. First combat is the Dreadnought versus the Broodlord.
So hitting on 2s. And 3 hits. And wounding on 2s. And that's 2 wounds.
So straight through to my 5+ invuln. Last one.
And that's straight 3 damage.
So he's down to 3 wounds.
Yep.
That is the Smash Captain, who will be having how many attacks? 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s because of the Thunder Hammer. Rerolling any 1s.
Just that one. So it's all hits.
So wounding on 4s.
And it's 3 wounds. And
3 wounds. Yep.
Yep.
So because of my adaptive physiology, which is the thing that I gave the Exocrin for the physiology, I gave him dermic symbiosis, which gives him the 5+ save, so 5+ invulnerable save.
Awesome work.
So 3 saves of 5+, makes 1 of them.
And 2 of them go through for 6 damage.
6 damage, so he is down to 6 wounds.
So Tyranids attacking back now, starting with the Broodlord.
Yep, so 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s, re-rolling all wound rolls for the Broodlord. Oh, so that's
a great roll.
That was another 5.
Oh, Dave's rolling hard.
So they've all wounded. So, I should say 6s are at a higher AP. So I'm not sure if I think one of those was another 6.
5.
Yeah.
So 3
6s in total, wasn't there?
Yeah. So 3 of them are AP -6 and a straight damage of 3.
Let's
do those first. You've got an invulnerable save, have you not?
No.
Oh, no way.
So although I cocked that up a little bit, I think those 3...
We've got the gist of it. The Dreadnought's been... the Dreadnought's had its face ripped off.
Oh dear.
Do you detonate at all?
That's the plan now, I think.
Okay, so we're fishing for a 6, Dave.
Oh, so close.
That's the opposite. That's the opposite of what we wanted. So the Dreadnought is removed from play. Attacking back over here, the Exocrin.
Yep, so he's... because of the adaptive physiology that I chose for him, he counts his wounds as double for the purposes of his table. So that 6 is counted as 12, so he's back on top profile.
Nicely done.
So 3 attacks hitting on 4s for 1 hit.
Terrible roll, Dave.
Thank you. Strength 7, so wounding on a 3 with his powerful
It's gone
limbs.
through.
It's an AP -1.
Puts you on a 4+, isn't it?
Nah, Storm Shield 3+, makes it, bounces off.
Double hard Smash Captain.
So I scored 1 for that objective and 1 for the one the Gene Stealers are on. So that put me up to 6 victory points.
6 points to 2?
Yep, to 2 now. It was at the end of the last. The Gene Stealers have stayed still. The Broodlord has jumped down, and I used Metabolic Overdrive for 1 CP to put him on that objective.
He's crazy.
Yeah, with the Trigon. So there's a lot of stuff there. Dave's going to have to shoot off that objective. This one, with the being blocked by the flyer, is a bit of a no-go at the moment. So I'm just going to see if I can do something with that flyer with some shooting.
Cheeky conga line going on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Tyranid Warriors, I've left one up there with the prime for that objective, but the rest have jumped down. So obviously they can't hold 2 at the same time. But I'm going to try and shoot that guy. So they actually advanced. They got assault weapons.
And
so
the Exocrine's broken off of combat.
Yeah, he fell back. Yep,
okay. Just a quick one on the psychics. Catalyst has gone off.
Yep,
on this big Trigon. On the Trigon there.
Okay, declaring all the Tyranid warriors against the captain.
Watch him tank it.
Yeah, well, let's see it. So first off, the venom cannon. So it's D3 shots for 2. Okay, so because they advance, they've got the -1 to hit, but they add 1 because of the prime. It gives them a bit of a buff, so it brings them back to their base a ballistic skill of 4. So looking for 2 4s. Both hit. 2s to wound. He's a toughness 4 model, isn't he?
Yep.
So looking for 2s. Oh,
negative.
1.
Just a 1.
And he makes it.
Is that your invan?
Bounces off the storm shield.
Now shooting with the death spitters, so it's 3 shots apiece from all 5. Yeah, hitting on 4s. Is there assault weapons?
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. So that
You've
is
done very well there.
5 wounds. 5 saves of 3+.
Makes 2 of them.
Well, 3 have got through there. So the prime is next to shoot at the smash captain, I presume.
Yep, so he's shooting next. He's got a better ballistic skills. He's looking for 3s.
2 have gone through there.
2 hits. It's the same weapon, death spitter again, so wounding on.
So 1 dice was a 6 and 1 was something else.
Yeah, 5 I think.
So I've got to make
saves.
2 3+, and he makes them.
Oh, he's tanked it. So just over here, the termagants did nothing against the flyer.
No, they didn't. But the containment spines caused 3 wounds.
3 wounds against the flyer. That's some good shooting. And that's it for the shooting.
Well, I'm going to play a stratagem.
Oh, there you go.
Single-minded annihilation on the Tyranid warriors. They get a whole round of shooting again.
Brutal.
At the captain.
How many command points is that?
2. So that puts me down to 2. Okay, I'll start with the venom cannon.
Yeah, so here we go again, another round to see if we can get rid of the captain.
D3 shots. 3. Hitting on 3s.
Oh.
Sorry, well, I was hitting on 4s actually.
Certainly did that.
Wounding on, it's a strength 8 I think weapon, so wounding on 2s. So
all wounds.
Straight through your invan, Dave.
Fails 2 of them, so he's dead.
Yeah, the smash captain, a noble effort.
Yeah, it's D3 damage anyway.
Yeah,
not required.
Thanks for coming.
Is that your warlord,
Dave? It is, and slay the warlord.
Slay the warlord.
Warlord.
Slain.
Storm Raven just moved forward here to get a line of sight on the
2 down here.
2 Tyranid characters there. Storm Talon just spun on the spot almost so that he can have a shoot fest.
Shoot fest.
Over here, the chaplain had to hold his ground just for the victory points. That's just how this game's panned out. The Devastators have stayed still.
Yeah, they have indeed. So because they've got a line of
because they can see this bad boy.
Yep.
Hang it.
And then finally, the Death Company moved up into prime spot for declaring a charge.
Awesome.
So I'm going to fire with the las cannons to begin with. First one is the man under the orders from the sergeant with the signum. So he's going to get +1. So he's hitting on a 2, and he rolls a 1. Would you believe it?
You've got 2 command points left.
Yeah, go on then. We'll use a command point, Bill. You've sold it to me.
I've led you down the path a few times now, Dave.
Yeah,
is it going to be worth
another
it?
one. Yeah. When you believe it.
Right. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Ruined it, Billy.
This is why I just sit on the bench and record it now. Don't listen to me, you donut. Right, next.
Right, next is the other 3. There's 1 hit.
Oh, your rolling is a bit naff.
But I'm going to use the cherub.
The flying robot baby from hell.
The armor room cherub.
What does that do?
And once per game, once a Devastator squad is has fired, that thing can reload him and give him another shot. So
it's against the Signum guy.
And it's another miss. Would you believe it?
How do you feel?
Brilliant.
Instant reaction.
Brilliant.
Instant reaction.
Just the one that gone through. So
3 to wound. 3 to wound.
And it's a wound, finally.
So it's an AP -3 weapon.
-3 with less cannon.
Let's have a roll. It's a 5.
So you make your save?
I don't think so. So now I've got. You roll for damage, don't you?
D6 damage. Yeah.
Need a 6. Ugh.
Dave is an expert at rolling ones.
5+ catalyst. In the bag.
Ultimately, that whole episode from the Blood Angels was a disaster.
Storm Talon's firing is Skyhammer missiles.
Talon.
Skyhammer missile launcher. Needing 3s. No, tell a lie. He needs a 2.
Yeah, well that's handy because
so
you've
we've got
got roll
one.
for toffee.
So 3 to wound.
Isn't it?
And no wound.
Dave, what's going on?
It's the
Why?
Space Marine!
Why are you even rolling dice?
With Space Marines.
Right, the assault cannons.
shooting at the same target, hitting on 3s, 2s even.
Force the wound. So you're still in heavy, so it's -2.
Okay. So looking for 5+. Oh, I've only got 1.
What's the damage?
And then damage 1, and the catalyst saves looking for 5s and 6s. So that's another 2. So that's 4 wounds.
Next up to shoot the Storm Raven.
Okay.
Declaring split fire.
The Storm Strike missile launcher, the twin multi-melters, and the twin las cannons will all be going at the
Trigon Prime.
Trigon
Prime.
So starting off with the Storm Strike missile launchers, 3s to hit, 2 1s. It's 1-1, and then it's.
You need a captain nearby, is what you need.
Strength 8, toughness
6, so 3s to
3s to wound, and no wound on that.
Beautiful rolling as ever, Dave.
Oh my gosh!
Sickening.
What's happening? The Space Marines
What's
are here.
next?
Two multi-melters then,
The scary Tyranid.
needing 3s.
One hit.
One miss, and that must be a wound.
Yeah, that makes a wound.
Yes.
So 2d6, discard the lowest for the damage.
I
Oh,
think
there
I'll be
you go.
discarding the 3.
Yeah, let's discard the 6 because you love your lower numbers. So catalyst
6
saves.
catalyst saves. Oh, 1. So he loses another 5 wounds there, down to 2 left.
Looking to finish it off with 2 last cannon shots.
Ah, finally 2 hits.
2 hits, just when they were needed.
3s.
3s to wound.
1 wound.
1's all you need. AP -3.
So 6 up. Nope.
No. D6 damage.
Damage, Dave.
I think I
David.
might be using my
David.
4.
4 will do. 4 catalyst saves me old fruit.
I need 2 of them. No,
You
3.
do need,
I need 3.
Yeah.
5s and 6s. I get 1. He's gone.
1's not enough. Does it lash out or anything?
Yeah.
I remember this from last time.
You've got such a good memory.
you wouldn't believe it from the last game.
On a 6. Whoa.
No. So he is removed from play. Good shooting from the Blood Angels eventually. Hurricane Bolters looking to finish off the Gribblies. We've got 12 shots coming in.
Wounded on 3s.
So I just get my straight 6 up save.
Not a sausage, so 5 die. 5 gone. It's the Death Company have charged into the Exocrine, who lost 2 guys from Overwatch, unbelievably, but the rest of them made it in. So we've got 2 Thunderhammers and a normal Death Company dude.
They totally underestimated that bioplasmic cannon.
They did indeed.
They said, "What's that thing? Let's go and smash it."
What are you talking about, Wiz?
And it winked at them.
So with the Black Rage in full effect, the 6+ saves for the 2 guys that were lost didn't work out. But 2 Thunderhammer dudes, angry as hell. I've got 8 attacks between them. 3 of them have gone through.
And then on falls.
And it's 3 wounds.
3 have gone through, so...
3 wounds. So because of his adaptive physiology, I've got my 5+ invan. Oh, it makes 2.
Oh, no way.
Fails 1, Dave.
So it's a
So
flat
flat
3
3 damage.
damage.
So he goes down to 4.
I really expected him to smash that. Chainsaw guy attacking now.
Hitting on 3s, 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness.
So winning on 6s.
Big 6s now. And
Negative. Damn it. Thanks for coming.
Does he get an extra attack?
Extra chainsaw attack.
No.
Ineffective. Attacking back now.
Yep, so with his physiology,
Physiology.
his 4 wounds becomes 8 because you double it. It's coming in really handy, that is. So he's
Yeah.
back onto top profile. So 3 attacks hitting on 4s. Nothing!
Oh, sausage.
So at the start of the turn I score my points, so I get 1 for holding that objective.
Yes.
That one is contested.
Yes.
That one I score a 2nd point. And I finally held 1 in the deployment zone.
Indeed.
And we're going to use the mission rules to raise it or destroy it, so that disappears.
Kaboom.
And I score 3 instant victory points for that, so I score 5 that round.
Putting you on what?
That puts me up to 12.
12 points
To 3.
To 3. So based on the points, it's a Tyranids are running away with it because of the boots on the ground, literally and figuratively. Too much in the air for the Blood Angels, I think. We would have scored 1 more point over here potentially, but at 12-9 it was going to look at more like.
We've discussed the Death Company would be the Exocrim would move back, and I got 2 rounds of fire.
They'd get wiped out.
With the stratagem on the Tyranid warriors again, so they would be wiped out. And then there's just not enough left on the ground for the Blood Angels, and with a 12-3 lead.
A worthy attempt.
Absolutely.
Good to see the Blood Angels on the board.
Yeah.
But Dave.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bill.
Gentlemen.
Thanks for the...
conceding the point.
Bully,
Dave.
Bully everyone.
Bully.
Bully.
Happy
Bully,
Christmas,
Dave.
everybody!
Bully. A vital
Bully.
win for the Tyranids. Blood of Baal.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
Merry
everyone.
Christmas. Thanks for coming. See you next time.